Good morning, welcome back. Simon Says Farms, and once again, we're doing another one take wonder. No edits. It is officially Thursday morning. The same day you're watching this is the same day I recorded it, sort of, if you watch when they launch. If you actually subscribe and hit the bell, like 70% of you have, 30 something percent of you that watch don't subscribe. So we would appreciate it if you hit that button. It truly helps out a lot. The bigger the channel gets, I don't know what happens actually. The bigger, it doesn't really matter. If we stick here at this many, that's great. We'll just continue to talk to you guys. So, yeah, you read the title. Sometimes life sucks. Sometimes you got to make really hard decisions that upset people. And Liz and I had to do that. As some of you may know, if you watch and you follow, our 13-year-old son broke his hip. He literally broke his hip because the muscle in his body pulled so hard, a muscle pull, right? You ever pull a muscle that hurts? The muscle pulled so hard it broke a piece of his hip, way up here at the top, off. It's called a avulsion fracture. It happens in teenagers, boys and girls, athletes. Now, you're probably wondering, is your son an athlete? No, technically, not in the traditional sense. No baseball, soccer, football, none of that. But he's never stops moving, kind of like me and Liz, the two of us. We just never stop moving. We're always doing something. And running a farm is a physical activity. It's a lot on the body. Now, this injury happened in the morning at about 9:30. So did I stretch this morning before I came out to the barn? No, I didn't. But I've been up since 6, which is late for me. But I've been awake since 6. I had my coffee. I edited another video. I've been up and down out of the chair a few times. I've walked around the house. I've done things to warm up the body, to get the blood flow moving. That morning, when the injury happened, the child woke up later at like 9, got out of bed, went into the kitchen, grabbed his coffee, and went right out to the barn, all in probably a 15-minute window. This is my trick again. If you didn't watch yesterday's video. I teach, I educate, I entertain, and sometimes I just blabber. But, yeah, I was breaking the strings on the bale of hay. So, when he woke up, he wasn't warm. It was only like a 10-minute window between wake-up time and go outside to start working. And he stepped the wrong way. That's all he did. Nothing crazy. The bale of hay that he had in his hand was already put down, and he broke his hip. Let's rewind a little bit. Couple months. My uncle, he's not doing good. Cancer, he's at the end stages. He's hurting. He's in pain. My dad is doing everything to take care of him. They are all living together. So unfortunately, we were not able to attend. Now, Tyler and I could have, but Grandpa, or my dad, was not able to attend the hunting show, which is down in Philadelphia, which is fine. We go every year. If you remember, we went last year. We made a big old video about it. Tyler went for his first time actually last year. I think it was my second or third time. But so because of this year of Grandpa not being at the hunting show and Grandpa's friends going on a different time frame that overlapped with Quinn's birthday, which was just a couple days ago, Tyler and I had the opportunity to go to the farm show, the farming exhibition, farming something show out in Louisville, Kentucky. We were going to get on a plane and we were going to fly out there. We were going to actually meet up with another YouTuber. We were going to hang out, possibly, I don't even know if we were going to like do lunch together or whatever, but we were talking about all of us being out there. Sorry, you had a lot of hay on your face. And we were talking about it. We planned everything, like down to the hotels, the flights. We even told the airlines that we now have a child in a wheelchair. So we planned all that out. And then we even rented a power scooter. So when we landed at the airport and got to the hotel, he had a little power scooter to sit in and drive around. And then Quinn went to the doctor. Because Quinn, rewind about 3 months ago, broke his arm. So we have 3 people, myself with my hip surgery, Quinn with his arm, and Tyler with his hip. 3 different orthopedic doctors we're pretty much talking to all at the same time. And Quinn's orthopedic doctor learned about Tyler's injury through a friend. Go figure, these orthopedic doctors are all friends without names being exchanged because of like HIPAA and stuff. But she's like, wait a second. Is your son seeing this doctor? Oh my God, I'm crying. That's due to the cold, not this story. But this story did end up into tears. We'll get there. So Quinn's doctor was like, yeah, avulsion fractures are not good. You think about it, one of the biggest muscles in your leg is holding on to a piece of broken bone, and every time that muscle flinches, involuntary or because you want it to, it pulls the brake. So to get that brake to heal, he needs to not move. Like reclined position on a like lazy boy recliner, couch, whatever, not sitting in a chair. Sitting in a chair is actually bad. He could do it for like an hour here, an hour there for eating and stuff. But if you don't have to, I wouldn't sit in a chair. So that's great that for this trip, for his first time ever on an airplane, first time ever pretty much out of state other than like going to grandparents, like a true travel trip, I don't recommend it. So that's now 2 orthopedic doctors that said, I do not recommend this trip. On top of that, we're trying to work with the school to get him back to pretty much all virtual learning, kind of like the old COVID days. But it's really hard to do. You got to have doctor signatures and paperwork, because some parents would be like, I just want my kid to learn virtually because I want him home all the time, which that's not how it works. So we're getting all that taken care of. So it wasn't a good idea. And Liz and I had to break the news to Tyler last night that we had to cancel the trip. No farm show, no hunting show. You need to just relax. And the tears came from probably all of us, myself included, Liz and Tyler. And it's just like, oh, the last thing we want to do is take away something else from him. And then on top of it, there's something else I can't talk about, which is the Winston project, which he is extremely excited about, which will launch tomorrow. I will put out the video tomorrow on Friday. I might even set it up as like an afternoon premiere, like a right after lunch, maybe a 1 o'clock premiere. We'll all watch it at the same time and see what we've came up with. It's not really goat related. Winston was the inspiration. So Winston, our goat, was the inspiration behind this project. Tyler's really excited about it, but he can't do anything because he can't move. So it was tough. Now, some of you have sent some things. You guys are amazing. The kid's got everything he needs pretty much. He wants to start getting into, which I did it when I was a little kid, like building models, like actual plastic models that require glue and stuff. So he's playing around with some of those. Somebody sent one of those. Thank you very much. I got to get him like a modeling kit, like a little glue thing and like some paint and stuff. But he got a big Lego set from one of you. He doesn't even know he has that stuff yet. It's literally sitting on his like blanket. When he wakes up this morning, he's gonna see it. But yeah, he's stuck on the couch. We even talked about upgrading our couch. Our couch is like 10 years old and it's bad. And it's got like, you could feel the wood in your back. It's not good. But we're not upgrading the couch. That's not happening. We can, yeah, that's just not happening right now. So there's just these things that like, oh, I didn't realize that he's sleeping and living in that living room for close to a month. And we had to take away the one thing he was looking forward to, was this trip. He's like, I could do it. We've got the powered scooter. We got the wheelchair at the airport. Yeah, but you can't sit for 2 hours at Quinn's birthday dinner without being in severe pain, because sitting puts the pinch. The 90 degree in the hip, this 90 degree puts that pinch. You have to let that lay out. So there's no, it's a mess. It's a mess, but he's doing good. He's doing okay. He's making it through it. Uncle Kevin's here today, I think, working on some fencing over here somewhere in preparation for Goat Snuggles. Goat Snuggles is starting to sell. We've got people buying tickets. That's great. I'm working on the kitchen to try to get it to a usable point, because right now we have no countertop, so you can't even like put plates down and stuff. So I'm building a fake countertop out of wood, just because, again, it comes down to finances and stuff. Like, I'm not ready. Liz and I are not ready to purchase the stone we want, and the stone cost almost as much as the cabinets, the granite style stone. It cost a lot. And I had a guy here buying actually our old refrigerator. We sold it. He said somebody quoted him $80,000 to redo his whole kitchen. And I believe it. It's crazy. We got a quote up in the 50,000 range, which was nuts. We're way under that doing it ourselves. So we're going to build a fake wood countertop. I'll probably seal it with something. We're not eating on it. It's just like somewhere to put stuff down so things don't fall through and stuff like that. So that's that. That's what I'll be working on today. I think Kevin's working on some of this fencing here to change it over to the little square, so that fencing there, right there, has little squares on it. This little section does not yet. And then this section is going to change to make this whole section here paddock 1, and then paddock 2 and 3. We got to cut the line and start digging for paddock 2 and 3 soon. I got to work on that field some more. The problem is it's too muddy. I don't think going in there is a good idea today. I just don't know. The seed is on the way. I think the seed gets delivered today, but it's too early to put that down. We'll put that down in probably March to give it 4 or 5 weeks. March, late February, early March. But we got to do a lot more work to that field before it's time for that. But yeah, delivering that news sucked. He's going to make it through this. And now I got to finish all the barns. Mom's already on to soap this morning. Angie's already here. We got the whole team today. Allison's coming out. Like, we got everybody today. Packing orders, shipping orders. I think those are all out. Thank you guys for your kind words and all the people that have ordered. And that stuff's starting to get delivered. We see you guys taking pictures of your stuff. You almost seem as proud of it as we are. All right, chickens, I'm on my way. All right, we'll talk to you guys later, and look out for the premiere, because I think I'm going to premiere it. It'll just be fun to set up a premiere, and you guys can all watch it together. Okay? Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.